Amadora, the pulse of modern Portugal in the heart of the Lisbon metropolitan area. Welcome to SpeakTop. Explore the real stories of Portugal, city by city. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to join us on this journey through history. Chapter 1. From rural roots to urban powerhouse, the real history of Amadora. Nestled in the heart of the Lisbon metropolitan area, Amadora stands as a testament to Portugal's rapid urbanization and modernization in the 20th century. While it may lack the ancient roots of some of its neighboring cities, Amadora's history is no less fascinating, offering a unique window into the country's recent past and its journey into the modern era. The story of Amadora as we know it today begins in the late 19th century, but the area has been inhabited since prehistoric times. Archaeological findings in the region have unearthed evidence of human settlement dating back to the Paleolithic era. During the Roman occupation of the Iberian Peninsula, the area that would become Amadora was part of the vast agricultural hinterland that supplied the important city of Alicipo, modern-day Lisbon. Throughout the Middle Ages and early modern period, the area remained largely rural, dotted with small farming communities and estates owned by noble families and religious orders. The land was primarily used for agriculture, with wheat fields, olive groves, and vineyards dominating the landscape. This bucolic scene would remain largely unchanged until the latter half of the 19th century. The turning point in Amadora's history came with the Industrial Revolution, which reached Portugal later than many other European countries. The construction of the Sintra railway line in 1887 marked the beginning of a new era for the region. This vital transportation link connected Lisbon to Sintra, passing through what would become Amadora. The railway brought with it new opportunities for development and urbanization. In the early 20th century, the area began to attract industry and workers seeking employment opportunities. Small factories and workshops began to sprout up alongside the traditional farms. This period also saw the beginning of significant residential development, as people moved from the countryside and from Lisbon in search of more affordable housing. The name, Amadora, itself has an interesting origin. It's believed to come from the farm, Amadora, meaning, "she who loves," in Portuguese, which was located in the area. As the settlement grew around this farm, it adopted its name, eventually evolving into Amadora. The 1940s and 1950s saw a dramatic acceleration in Amadora's growth. Portugal, although neutral during World War II, experienced significant economic and social changes in the post-war period. Amadora, with its proximity to Lisbon and good transportation links, became a prime location for both industrial development and residential expansion. This rapid growth led to significant challenges. Much of the development was unplanned and haphazard, resulting in neighborhoods with inadequate infrastructure and public services. The influx of people from rural areas and Portugal's African colonies created a diverse, but sometimes fractious social landscape. A major milestone in Amadora's history came on September 11, 1979, when it was officially elevated to the status of a city. This recognition came in response to its significant population growth and increasing economic importance. At the time, Amadora was the most populous area in Portugal that had not yet been granted city status. The 1980s and 1990s were a period of consolidation and improvement for Amadora. Following Portugal's entry into the European Economic Community, now the European Union, in 1986, significant funds became available for infrastructure development. Amadora benefited from this, seeing improvements in its road network, public transportation, and public services. During this period, Amadora also began to develop its own distinct identity. No longer merely a bedroom community for Lisbon, it started to attract its own businesses and develop its own cultural institutions. The Amadora International Comic Festival, first held in 1990, quickly became one of the most important events of its kind in Portugal and helped put the city on the cultural map. The turn of the millennium brought new challenges and opportunities for Amadora. Like many urban areas, it has had to grapple with issues of social inequality, urban renewal, and the transition to a more service-oriented economy. The city has made significant strides in improving its education system, with the establishment of several higher education institutions within its borders. In recent years, Amadora has been working to shed its image as merely a suburban extension of Lisbon. The city has invested in cultural facilities, green spaces, and urban renewal projects aimed at improving the quality of life for its residents. The Parque Central, opened in 2009, has become a symbol of these efforts, providing a much-needed green lung for the densely populated city. Today, Amadora stands as Portugal's fourth most populous city, a vibrant, multicultural urban center that plays a crucial role in the Lisbon metropolitan area. Its history, while relatively short compared to some of its neighbors, is a microcosm of Portugal's journey through the 20th century and into the 21st. From rural backwater to industrial hub, from unplanned urban sprawl to a city striving for sustainability and livability, Amadora's story is one of constant evolution and adaptation. It's a story that continues to unfold as the city faces the challenges and opportunities of the modern world, always with an eye to its humble beginnings and the rapid transformation that has defined its existence. As we walk through the streets of Amadora today, we're not just observing a city, we're witnessing the living result of over a century of dramatic change, a testament to the resilience and adaptability of its people, and a window into the broader story of modern Portugal. Chapter 2: A melting pot of cultures, the vibrant tapestry of Amadora's society. Amadora's culture is a vibrant tapestry woven from diverse threads, reflecting its rapid growth and the varied backgrounds of its inhabitants. Unlike cities with centuries-old traditions, Amadora's cultural identity is relatively young, dynamic, and constantly evolving, making it a fascinating case study in modern urban Portuguese culture. At the heart of Amadora's cultural identity is its diversity. The city's rapid growth in the mid-20th century attracted people from all over Portugal, particularly from rural areas and the country's former African colonies. This influx created a melting pot of traditions, cuisines, music, and ways of life. Today, walking through Amadora's streets, one can hear a variety of languages and dialects, smell the aromas of cuisines from around the Lusophone world, and see the colorful influence of African and Brazilian cultures alongside traditional Portuguese elements. This multicultural aspect is perhaps most evident in Amadora's culinary scene. While traditional Portuguese dishes are widely available, the city's restaurants and cafes offer a gastronomic tour of the Portuguese-speaking world. From Cape Verdean cachupa to Brazilian feijoada, from Angolan mwamba to Mozambican matapa, Amadora's food scene is a testament to its diverse population. Street food and local markets play a crucial role in this culinary landscape, offering affordable and authentic tastes of home to the city's immigrant communities. Music and dance form another vital thread in Amadora's cultural fabric. The city pulses with the rhythms of kizomba, simba, and kuduro from Angola, Cape Verdean morna and funana, Brazilian samba and foro, alongside traditional Portuguese fado. This rich musical tapestry comes to life in the city's bars, cultural centers, and during its numerous festivals and events. One of the most significant cultural events in Amadora's calendar is the Amadora International Comic Festival, Festival Internacional de Banda Desenhada de Amadora. Launched in 1990, it has grown to become the largest comic festival in Portugal and one of the most important in Europe. The festival not only celebrates comic art, but also serves as a platform for addressing social and political issues through the medium of sequential art. It has played a crucial role in establishing Amadora's reputation as a city that values and promotes culture and the arts. Another important cultural institution is the Recreos de Amadora, a multipurpose cultural space housed in a beautifully restored 19th century building. This venue hosts a variety of events throughout the year, from theater performances and concerts to art exhibitions and workshops, serving as a focal point for the city's cultural life. Education plays a crucial role in shaping Amadora's cultural landscape. The city is home to several higher education institutions, including the Higher Institute of Engineering of Lisbon, ICL, and the Higher School of Theatre and Cinema. These institutions not only provide educational opportunities, but also contribute to the city's cultural vibrancy through performances, exhibitions, and other events. Sports, particularly football, play a significant role in Amadora's cultural life. The city's main football club, Club Futbol Estrela de Amadora, despite its ups and downs, has been a source of local pride and community cohesion. The club's stadium, Estadio José Gómez, is not just a sports venue, but a gathering place for the community. Amadora's urban art scene is another aspect of its cultural identity that has gained prominence in recent years. The city has embraced street art as a means of urban regeneration and expression. Murals and graffiti art can be found throughout the city, often addressing social issues or celebrating local history and diversity. The annual Conversas na Rua Street Conversations festival has been instrumental in promoting this form of artistic expression. The city's parks and green spaces, while limited due to the dense urban development, play an important role in Amadora's cultural life. The Parque Central, in particular, has become a focal point for community gatherings, outdoor events, and leisure activities. These spaces provide a much-needed connection to nature in the urban environment and serve as venues for various cultural events. Amadora's cultural calendar is punctuated by various festivals and events throughout the year. Besides the comic festival, events like the Amadora M Festa, Amadora in Celebration, bring the community together with music, dance, and food. The city also participates in broader cultural initiatives like the Noite Branca, White Night, where cultural spaces stay open late, offering free access to exhibitions and performances. The city's libraries and cultural centers play a crucial role in preserving and promoting local culture. The Municipal Library Fernando Patera Santos, for example, not only provides access to books and information, but also hosts reading clubs, workshops, and events that celebrate literature and learning. Amadora's rapid development has not been without its challenges, and these are reflected in its culture. Issues of social inequality, urban poverty, and the integration of immigrant communities are themes that often surface in the city's artistic and cultural expressions. This engagement with social issues through culture demonstrates the city's commitment to addressing its challenges and fostering community dialogue. In recent years, there has been a growing movement to preserve and celebrate Amadora's local history and heritage. While the city may lack the ancient monuments found in other Portuguese cities, there is a growing appreciation for its industrial heritage and the stories of the people who built the city. Local history groups and museums are working to document and share these stories, helping to forge a stronger sense of local identity. Amadora's culture is very much a work in progress, a dynamic and evolving entity that reflects the city's youth and diversity. It's a culture that embraces its multicultural roots while forging its own unique identity within the greater Lisbon metropolitan area. From comic art to culinary fusion, from urban murals to music festivals, Amadora's cultural landscape offers a vibrant snapshot of modern, urban Portugal. As we immerse ourselves in the cultural life of Amadora, we're not just observing a static display of traditions and customs. Instead, we're participating in an ongoing dialogue between various cultures, between the rural and the urban, between the traditional and the contemporary. It's this dynamic interplay that makes Amadora's culture so vibrant and relevant, a true reflection of the city's spirit of adaptability and resilience in the face of rapid change. Chapter 3: Urban Exploration, discovering Amadora's modern landmarks. While Amadora may not boast the ancient monuments or historic quarters found in some Portuguese cities, it offers a unique urban landscape that tells the story of Portugal's rapid modernization and urbanization. The city's landmarks, both built and natural, offer insights into its recent history, its cultural dynamics, and its vision for the future. Our journey through Amadora's landmarks begins at the heart of the city, the Praça do Município, City Hall Square. This modern square, dominated by the striking City Hall building, serves as the administrative center of Amadora. The City Hall itself, with its contemporary design, stands as a symbol of Amadora's status as a young, forward-looking city. The square often hosts public events and gatherings, serving as a focal point for civic life. Adjacent to the City Hall is one of Amadora's most important cultural landmarks, the Recreios de Amadora. This beautifully restored 19th-century building, once a recreational club for the area's elite, now serves as a multifunctional cultural space. With its ornate facade and modern interior, the Recreios de Amadora embodies the city's blend of old and new. It hosts a variety of cultural events throughout the year, from theater performances to art exhibitions, making it a must-visit for anyone interested in Amadora's cultural scene. For those interested in the city's history, the Núcleo Museográfico do Casal da Figueira is an essential stop. This small museum, housed in a traditional farmhouse, offers a glimpse into the rural past of the area that became Amadora. Its exhibits trace the transformation of Amadora from a collection of small farming communities to the urban center it is today. One of Amadora's most striking modern landmarks is the Dolce Vita Teju shopping center. While a shopping mall might not seem like a typical tourist attraction, this massive complex is noteworthy for its sheer scale. It's one of the largest in the Iberian Peninsula, and its role in the city's social and economic life. It's not just a place to shop, but a gathering place for locals and a symbol of Amadora's embrace of modern consumer culture. Nature lovers and those seeking respite from the urban environment will appreciate the Parque Central de Amadora. Opened in 2009, this large urban park has quickly become one of the city's most popular landmarks. With its expansive lawns, walking trails, and recreational facilities, the park provides a much-needed green space in the densely populated city. It's a perfect spot for a picnic, a jog, or simply to relax and observe local life. Another important green space is the Parque Aventura, an adventure park that offers a range of outdoor activities. This park, with its rope courses and climbing walls, represents Amadora's efforts to provide recreational facilities for its young population and promote an active, healthy lifestyle. For those interested in religious architecture, the Igreja Matriz de Amadora, Mother Church of Amadora, is worth a visit. While not as old or grand as some of Portugal's famous churches, this modern church, consecrated in 1979, is notable for its contemporary design and its importance to the local community. Sports enthusiasts should make a stop at the Estadio José Gomes, home to the local football club, Estrela de Amadora. While the club has had its ups and downs, the stadium remains an important landmark and a source of local pride. On match days, it's a great place to experience the passion of Portuguese football. The Galeria Municipal Artur Buell is another key cultural landmark. Named after the famous Portuguese painter who lived and worked in Amadora, this gallery hosts rotating exhibitions of contemporary art. It plays a crucial role in promoting local artists and bringing international art to Amadora. One of the most unique landmarks in Amadora is not a building, but a collection of public art spread throughout the city. The Conversas na Rua, Street Conversations project has transformed many of Amadora's walls into canvases for street art. These murals, created by both local and international artists, add color and creativity to the urban landscape and often address social and cultural themes relevant to the community. The Aqueduto dos Aguas Livres, while primarily associated with Lisbon, also passes through Amadora. The sections of this 18th-century aqueduct visible in Amadora serve as a reminder of the area's historical connection to Lisbon and its role in supplying water to the capital. For those interested in Amadora's industrial heritage, the Fábrica de Espartilhos Santos Matos is an interesting landmark. While no longer operational, this former corset factory stands as a reminder of Amadora's industrial past and the businesses that drove its initial growth. Education forms an important part of Amadora's identity, and the campus of the Higher Institute of Engineering of Lisbon, ICL, is a noteworthy landmark. Its modern facilities and the youthful energy of its student population contribute to the city's dynamic atmosphere. The Amadora railway station, while primarily functional, is an important landmark in its own right. As one of the busiest stations in the Lisbon metropolitan area, it serves as a vital link between Amadora and the capital, facilitating the daily movement of thousands of commuters. Finally, no tour of Amadora's landmarks would be complete without a visit to one of its local markets, the Mercado de Amadora. Thanks for watching SpeakTop. We hope you enjoyed learning about the history, culture, and beautiful landmarks of Portugal's cities. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fascinating stories from across the country. See you next time on SpeakTop.